Here I am, waiting, and you've done nothing. I remember in Austin, Texas, Carl Willie said, "When this happens, you're gonna put this shirt on. When this happens, you're gonna put this shirt. When you finally go outside, you're gonna have this shirt on." And when I did, I heard a police siren go off. Oh, okay, now it's over. Now I go back in the house. I go back in the house, and that's the shirt I wear to work the next day. Well, that just happened yesterday, right out here. Um, got an email from Boost Mobile. I go to my Boost Mobile site so I can cancel my service because I got rid of my phone, and all of a sudden the FBI car goes by here. What am I supposed to do when you're just gonna keep pretending? Because you guys have been doing that since 2005 and earlier. I mean, they're pretending all during high school. So now I got some stories about high school that you're not gonna like, especially you, Tina Badger. Especially you. So pull them up here. Tina Badger first. We're gonna go with you first. Tina Badger. She told me she was getting married to Stephen Ross, but she told me everybody knows you're not gonna make it past the Arbuckle Mountains. So what are you talking about? Everybody knows you're not gonna make it through there. So what happened after she said that was I think what she was talking about is when I moved to Ohio in 1993. Um, I was going to try to start working out there, but I found out there was nothing for me out there, and I come back and first, it was a police officer who was waiting. Who was it was you could tell it was set up. As soon as I was going through Indianapolis, and I was going fast, I didn't have a speedometer, but I was going fast, and I knew I was. And I looked in my mirror. I was like, "Oh, well, that looks just like a cop." And I moved, and then I saw his lights. I was, "Oh man!" And he turned his lights on and pulled me over. He was going to see how fast I was going to go before he got me. But he gave me a ticket, and he took my driver's license. I said, well, I kind of need my driver's license. I'm going back to Oklahoma. I mean, I need my driver's license. He goes, well, that's how we make sure you pay your ticket. You have to show your ticket for to prove that you had a driver's license, and that'll be your verification. We want you to mail us the money, and then we'll give you your driver's license back. That's what the cop in Indianapolis said. And I think it was actually in Indianapolis, the city, because I was going through Indiana, and I know it's Indianapolis. But said okay, so I'm driving back, and then I'm going through I think Missouri or Illinois or Missouri is one of those two states, and there's a highway patrol in front of me, so I don't have a speedometer, so I'm trying to follow this highway patrol. I'm trusting him because all I'm going is based by my RPM gauge because my speedometer doesn't work. Somebody broke my speedometer, and it wasn't me. And finally, this cop, he almost stops like, restart. Okay. Finally, this highway patrol pulls over with his lights on. And I'm like, well, I'm not pulling over. So I kept going straight because, I mean, I didn't do anything wrong. I was trusting his speedometer. If he was speeding, he was speeding. There's only two cars on the highway. I was trusting him to go the right speed. So I kept going. He didn't come after me. So I figured, okay, I'm okay. So I'm going to stay with the same RPM. I think I actually slowed it down a little bit, but I don't know how fast I was going. So anyway, I get into the Arbuckle Mountains, and it's about close to 8, 9 o'clock. There's cars all around me. All of a sudden, boom, no cars. And I see this black car go by me. I think it was a black car, but I see this other car over here too, and it has four police officers in uniform, and it had Ohio plates, the Arbuckle Mountains here in Davis, Oklahoma. And I heard a voice, and it said, "Brett, did you see that?" It said, "Brett, do you know who this is?" And I kind of froze, and then the voice said, "Did you see what just happened?" I said, "Yes, Father. I saw that lady and man arguing." He goes, "Brett, do you notice they sped by and now they slowed down? They're just in front of you. And there's the other car, and you saw what was in the other car." And I'm like, "Yes, Father." He says, "Let off your gas. Let off your gas. I just want you to see what's going to happen." I said, "Yes, Father." So I was about to grab my emergency brake to pull back on to slow down instead, because there's a handle grip instead of brake, because I didn't want to see the lights or anything. So, and then God the Father said, "No, just let off the gas. I want you to see what's going to happen when you let off the gas." So as soon as I let off the gas, all of a sudden that car just started sliding sideways down the highway for no reason whatsoever. And then it stops, and the cop stops, and I stop right behind it, and I'm just kind of sitting there. And we sat there, I'm not kidding, about 30 seconds, at least 20, 30, 40 seconds. And I'm looking around, there's nobody behind me. Now, the people in the car didn't do nothing. The police car didn't do nothing. It had four cops in it in uniform with Ohio plates. They didn't do nothing, and we're all just sitting in the middle highway. So I finally just pull up. I say, "Hey, hey, I'm a witness to this accident. I saw that. According to state law, I have to stop and tell you I'm a witness." And I said, "I don't have a driver's license. They took my driver's license in Indiana. I mean, I got a ticket to show proof that I had a driver's license, but I'm a witness to this accident. I have to stop." And I said, "Okay, we got this. Go ahead." Now I had to do something because we were just sitting in the middle of the highway. Eventually, the traffic was going to come by, about 70 miles an hour and run into us. Um, I get back and, about a week later, I want to go to Sulphur to apply to work for the telephone company because that's what I did in the Air Force was telecommunicate. I don't like the job. I don't want to do it anymore. I hate it, but that's what I was going to try to do. So as I'm driving to Sulphur, I go through the Arbuckle Mountains. I go into Davis, and normally that exit to it's not the one by the casino. It's the first exit is the one that would go down towards Turner Falls and towards Davis. That one. I took that exit. Normally there was a yield sign, but this time there was a stop sign. But I didn't see the stop sign. What I saw was I took the exit, and right as I was getting up to the top, I looked in my rearview mirror, and a highway patrol came right up. And by the time I noticed where I was, I looked down. I saw a stop sign. It was too late. I passed it. I ran the stop sign, so I pulled over and stopped right by the stop sign. I waited for him, and he was just laughing like it was funny. He goes, "I can't believe you just pulled over like that." I said, "Well, I just ran a stop sign." And he goes, "Well, I got you going, whatever speed. Well, I don't know the speed limit. I don't have a speedometer in my car." And he pointed and said, "Yeah, you do." I said, "No, it doesn't work. Somehow it just quit working." So anyway, the Oklahoma Highway Patrol officer says something like, he says, "Well, I'm going to give you a break, but I've got to give you a ticket for this. Got to give you a ticket." I think he said, "One day you're going to thank me for this," but I don't think I'm going to thank him for this. But anyway, he said, "Which one do you want? Do you want the speeding ticket? Do you want the running the stop sign ticket?" And I said, "Well, I don't know how fast I was going. Which one cost the most?" I think that's the first thing I said. And he said, "Well, they both cost the same." I said, "Well, I don't know how fast I was going. I was probably speeding, but I know I ran the stop sign, so I guess I'll take the stop sign ticket. They're both the same anyway, so I'll take the run the stop sign." So he gave me a run stop sign ticket. But the crazy thing is, he checked my ID, and I had my ID on me that week. This is the crazy part. The day that I mailed the money to get my driver's license showed up in the mail, and it had a note and it said, "I'm not going to go to hell." It was from the Indianapolis police officer. And the crazy thing is, Chris Christian had told me, "Yeah, they were just checking to see if you didn't have your license. They were going to try to arrest you." Why? Why do you have such a plot to go against Brett Finnerty? I've done nothing wrong. Why? So anyway, I'm gonna go through a few more phases. So, 1 second while I pull up another face. Hmm, hmm. Chevrolet. In 2017, I went to Derek K's graduation. Chad Rutledge's daughter just seemed to be graduating that same day. And I saw Chad there, and Chad was laughing at me. He saw how bad I was because I was hurting what the FBI had done to me. I just got my first case of alcohol poisoning from Intel Corporation. Nobody knew about this one because Till Fan kept teasing me. So I had a sabbatical, which is a whole month off of work with no pay. And I had mine scheduled for it was supposed to be for April, the whole month of April. And Till kept delaying it. He would come to at the last day, said, "Brett, I'm going to have to need you to stay for another week. I have to need you to stay for 2." And if I would have said no, he would have fired me. So I go in, and I got my first case of alcohol poisoning as soon as I got my sabbatical. And then I came down, but I came down here for the graduation and stuff. Actually, I got there. I was supposed to be off during the month of May, But what happened was I came down for my sabbatic, and then I got my sabbatical for the whole month of June. June is when I got my sabbatical, and I had no money whatsoever, no money whatsoever, because Joe Fan made sure I ran out of money on purpose. But Chad was laughing at me, right here at your graduation. And proof is it started to hail at the grad, started hailing at the graduation, and everybody's phones start going beep 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 like there was a tornado coming through or something. And um, and then the guy said, and the guy that was the announcer said something like, I can't remember what it said. It was a song that Starship wrote. Um, anyway, that's Chad Rose. So he knows what's going on. He just laughed in my face, let it keep going. That was my first time of getting alcohol poisoning. Was just after that event. I got off. Jill said, "Okay, now you can take your sabbatical." And right after my sabbatical, everybody starts joking and laughing, having a good time. And you know what they do right after that? Jill Fan has a big meeting. He says, "Now I know everybody schedules their sabbaticals for a certain time. Whatever you do not stay and work. You are not required to stay and work because you schedule your sabbatical a year in advance. Do not stay and work no matter what happens. I don't care if I come up and say, I need you to stay. You say, no, I've scheduled it." And everybody laughed in my face like it was a big joke. So anyway, here's another face, Chuck. I came out here and I played pool with Chuck. Now Chuck knows what's going on, but Chuck don't want to tell the truth. Um, I'm just going through the faces really quick now.